104 wins, second most in 69 years.
Sends it deep, Matt Chapman, give us the lead!
A 30 home run batter every year when they haven't had one since Barry Bonds in 23 years.
It's a 2-run bomb hitter start!
A complete overhaul farm system, the best in the majors.
Yo, 2 got him, 3 pitch strikeout Miguel Escobar. See, this is why he's the number 1 prospect. Oh, we finally got one with George! That's a 2-run bomb! Oh, George Wilson does it again!
Give us the championship.
Got it!
First division title in 6 years. And we found a way to get it done, and we are NL West champions. These were my accomplishments. But being swept in the NLDS to the division rival Dodgers got us fired. Wow, I got fired. So our story in San Francisco comes to an end. However, the end of one chapter can be the spark of a new era. Introducing the Seattle Mariners. Thanks to everybody who voted on the poll. Seattle fans, I know you guys are waiting on a consistent winner. To be fair, they did just win it in 2026 here in this save file, just letting y'all know. But congratulations, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's get this Mariners franchise started right, baby. Let's get it. Y'all know we're staying in the same save file, so I'm excited to get this team to reach its full potential and ready for new heights in the dawn of a new era. And honestly, my excitement's back for this. Julio Rodriguez, an elite pitching staff, and an ownership that is going to let us get the Mariners on top. Now let's take a look at what we're getting into this offseason. Now, I normally don't do post commentary. I haven't in a while. It's been a few years, really. But I figured this shouldn't be an overly long video. I'll drop in some of my live moments here from time to time. But right now, going over the retirees. No real big names. The biggest one was Sonny Gray. I also recognize Joey Lacheski. But yeah, nothing too crazy. We then get in here to the Hall of Fame class. And only one inductee, but he's one of the greatest of my generation. And it's Clayton Kershaw. Almost 3,100 strikeouts, career ERA of 2.6. Hell of a career for Kershaw. Next up, we got qualifying offers and negotiations. We have starting pitcher Logan Gilbert, the ace of the squad. Luis Castillo, the old grizzled vet. Ooh, yikes. He's 35. Didn't realize he was that old. But he's definitely getting it knocked a bit. 3.22 ERA though. I mean, he's kept it under 4 every single year except the 1 year back when he was with Cincinnati. But man, he's still been good. Probably got to consider Kyle Raleigh. All right, I'm excited about Kyle Raleigh now. Y'all know if you watch him in real life, man, dude is on an absolute tear. Dude is absolutely insane. The switch hitter, power, threat of a catcher. Oh. Well, clearly it didn't translate to the game. Clearly they didn't think he was going to pop off because he's been straight up dreadful. Outside the first year where he hit 29 home runs, he's already hit more than that, and we're not even at the All-Star break in real life. Good gosh. Yeah, I think we're going to be saying bye to Kyle Raleigh. We're going to hope. They have Luis Garcia. Looks like they made a deal for him, or maybe he ended up signing a contract. Yeah, it looks like maybe they made a deal for him. Batted 244. OPS a little over 660, 13 home runs. He hasn't won any awards or anything like that. So, yeah, he's nothing crazy defensively. Honestly, he's a left-handed batter. We'll probably still bring him back. He's young enough. Reese Hoskins, imagine another guy. He's a DH. I'm not really. The DH, 23 home runs. I think we can find that. Honestly, I got some tricks up my sleeve for this series and what I want to do and how we're going to kind of go about it. Matt Strom, 36-year-old, yeah, he's regressing like crazy. Yikes. Had a great year again. Well, he had a good year. Maybe not great. He had a great year the previous year when he was with Texas that 1 year. But he's probably another guy we can probably let walk. I'm not sure we can find another bullpen arm that's not regressing so heavily. So in this period, we do end up extending out some contracts. For Logan Gilbert, we'll go with a 4-year deal, $132 million on it. Got to lock in that ace, man. We got to. Then we get into contact with Luis Castillo. Now, he was looking for a 1-year deal for $20 million. Thought it was a little too rich, knocked it down to 17.5. Then I was like, well, let me try and get it down to 17. And then we also ended up extending the deal out for Luis Garcia, the 2-year, 23.8 he was asking for. And now we got to get into hiring some new coaches because we need a third base coach and we also need a pitching coach. All right, we got a couple contracts out there, so hopefully we hear back from some people soon. And we find out from 10 hires right away. He was ready to go ahead and sign on that dotted line. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer. Now, I'm not fully versed in the contracts for Major League Baseball and kind of how some of their offseason stuff works. But we did have to send out a qualifying offer for Logan Gilbert, so we couldn't just lose him for free agency without giving him an offer. He was somebody we had to give that qualifying offer for. However, I didn't give out one for Luis Castillo or Luis Garcia. We do get our third base coach assigned, and then we see a big deal. Jarren Duran is headed to the Philadelphia Phillies from the Red Sox. It's the first big move of the offseason we have seen. As Justin Crawford is sent away, the former first rounder, and Taylor Ward, which was kind of a surprise part of that deal. Next up, we kind of got two of the worst things to kind of just deal with, and that's just because there's quite a bit of people to go through. We got arbitration and we got to renew contracts. The arbitration one isn't as bad. It won't, be terrible. But the renewed contracts, it takes a minute to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and cut on through all this. Let's take a look at free agency. Let's see what we all have here. Like I said, we do have the qualifying offer made for Logan Gilbert, so hopefully he goes nowhere. Adley Rutschman was not given a qualified offer, so I think that is somebody we could end up targeting. Actually, we can go to the depth chart right here and kind of see what we're looking at. We're looking pretty well in some solid spots. First base, we might be able to upgrade here with Luke Ray, and it's just because Luke is just getting up there in age. He's at 33. I imagine he's going to start regressing here, probably going into this season. But never know. It's not always a guess. Second base, we could definitely use somebody down there as this thing is. There we go. Left field, could also use a potential batter. Then we got Bo Bichette at shortstop, which, that's nice to have. I like having Bo Bichette down here, who's actually we can get to a good guy. I hate this thing, how this operates. He was the World Series MVP for the squad. So, love to see that. His potential, for whatever reason, dropped, even though his overall is going up. He's closing back in on being a 90. We have, I always forget how to pronounce his first name, but Suarez we have here at third base, also getting up there in age. So, we got some pieces, but we also got some pieces that could be a little bit more improved. I believe we're going to focus on getting catcher and second baseman maybe here in free agency. Pitching staff, we look pretty well, especially once we get a Logan Gilbert signed back. That'll, be benefit. That'll really help us out if we can get that, make sure we get that done. But honestly, yeah, I think Rutschman. Well, let's take a look at catchers. What all do we have looking at for catcher? Got Rutschman. We got Ryan Jeffers. He's at 30. That was a guy actually considered with the Giants. Was he a free agent or he may have been a deal or something like that. Now, William Contreras, another 30-year-old. I do like the fact that Rutschman is a switch hitter. Rutschman overall defensively looks to be the better guy. We got a 78 clutch, 79 vision. We got better power numbers coming out of Jeffers. His contact seems to be pretty almost comparable, although Rutschman does do a lot better versus lefties. But Jeffers' power numbers seem to be doing a lot better as well. The clutch is a lot worse as well, though, with Jeffers. I think Rutschman's our play here. Bregman's at second base. Somebody moved Bregman over. Oh, that would be nice. Ozzie Albies, switch hitter, not bad either. Okay, we got some options. Garcia didn't sign his contract, which is fine, but we might be better off, man. Shoot, we can go after. Man, who would be the better guy? Albies is younger, but Bregman also got the pedigree of winning, and we can stick it to the Astros. Power going up for Albies. Albies not as good defensively. He's a little bit better with speed. Clutch 72 versus 96. I think Albies is actually the better answer, and he's a bit younger. This really turned out to be one of the better free agency classes I've seen. Tyler O'Neill was here. That could be a solid DH option. Luis Robert was there in center field. Stat-wise, it still looks fine. Might not be the best guy to go. Seiya Suzuki. We got Lawrence Newbar. Pretty solid class for free agency. Ryan McMahon. We got Paredes. There was a lot of people who really wanted to go after or consider. But really, the main focus narrow it down to a couple of guys I really are interested in. I thought about O'Neal a lot. Then I'm like, well, you know what? Let's just kind of stick to Rushman. We'll also target Albies and try and go from there. I'm hoping O'Neal kind of sticks around. I would love for that to be an option, but 9 and 7%, that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Albies, we don't have him in priority slot number 1, but we're getting +4 for being in 2. All right. I like it. Hopefully, things end up going a lot smoother and a lot better here. The main thing, though, getting done, we can't lose our starting pitcher. We just cannot. George Kirby, or not George Kirby, Logan Gill, we got to make sure that does get done. So that will be really the main priority of the offseason. If we can bring in some other guys, too, to help it out, so be it. Actually, before we even get going, I kind of completely forgot to even go over this stuff with y'all. The actual roster of the team. So we got George Kirby, we got Brian Wu, we got Gabe Povich. Right now, this is our part of our starting rotation. We're going to try, looking to bring back Logan Gilbert. Got some other guys here in the bullpen. Bullpen looks solid. Andres Munoz, we got him locked down closer. Coming off a bit of a rough year, but hopefully he can have a nice bounce back year. Get back right. Right now, Harry Ford, we're looking in to bring in Rushman. Coming off a great year, batted .385. Only played in 36 games, so he was limited. So maybe he's ready to take that next step. You hate to block him with somebody like Rushman, but maybe if Rushman doesn't work out, maybe we just go with the young gun. Damn. I ain't even peeped that. Look at the OPS, too. He was great. Damn, I almost wonder if I'm messing up by going after Rushman and not giving Harry Ford an opportunity. The thing is, his stats, man, they just don't look like anything crazy right now. So I think that's kind of why I'm a little gun shy of it. Then we got Luke Raley, who had a pretty solid year as well, batted .260, 25 home runs, OPS 810. This team was good last year. They were. Ryan Bliss, I don't even know if he did play a decent amount. Batted .260, 653 OPS, nothing crazy. He's not really a power guy. Looks to be more contact. Yeah, he's more. He can send the ball out the yard. It's just probably not going to be very frequent. Suarez batted .260, 32 bombs. Damn, boy, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4 straight years of 4 home runs. 30 home runs or more. Batted OPS 819. 96 driven in, 49 walks. Not bad. This team is still pretty damn solid, man. They got to the playoffs for a reason. The reason they just won the World Series not long ago either on the game. So we're going to see if we can get it back. Bo Bichette here. All right. Coming off an 18 home run year. Batted .251, OPS over 700. That's okay. It wasn't the best year out of Bo Bichette. He's on a long contract here, too. We also got Cole Young in his rookie year. .278. OPS over 800, 837, 6 bombs, 5 doubles. There's a nice mixed balance of, young and older vets. And here goes Julio Rodriguez, the top batter on this squad here. He ended up having a 26 home run campaign, batted .282, OPS 866, drove in 86, played 152 games. So maybe a slight tick down in some categories. Strikeouts went down. That's always a positive. Stolen bases ended up with 20. All right. And then we also got Brent Rooker, who I criticized them making the trade, but it ended up working out because it helped lead them to that World Series a year ago. Had 32 home runs that year. They won it all, but 21 last year. He might be on a bit of the out. He was also the playoff MVP. Wow, yeah. Brent Rooker was huge for them. You guys can see the power versus lefties is not ideal. So hopefully, we can kind of maybe mend that a bit. We're trying to figure some stuff out here in free agency. So I got some trade stuff I'm going to end up trying to, but we'll figure out some stuff after this first run. Or first wave of free agency, I should say. All right, we were looking for good news after the first week had passed, and we get it. Adley Rutschman's at 57%, Ozzie Albies at 56%. So that means we can go ahead and offer a contract. So for Rutschman, I was looking at him. I was like, okay, he wants 4 years, 17 per. I was looking at his age. He's like, okay, well, he's 30 right now. So, it's not a crazy long-term deal. I bumped up his average. I wanted to get him to 60%. And then we got a +5 bonus on that, too. So that helped his motivation to sign, bumps him up to 62%. I went through Albies just to see what he was looking at. I actually don't sign or send him a contract offer just yet. It's kind of more focusing on Rutschman this go-around. I was like, well, you know what? Nobody's off. There's no rumors for him right now either, so we're just kind of hold on. We'll wait a little bit, let that percentage come up a bit. And now we also got the Logan Gilbert situation. I'm not 100% sure if I should be having him on for priority 3. We're at 13%. So that kind of got me a little worried. I'm like, well, we'll wait. Once again, my big priority right now, I want to get Rushman. I want to get Albies. We got Rushman the contract, so hopefully he signs soon. Then I went back to look at Tyler O'Neill. I'm like, I don't know, man. I still kind of am interested in that. But before that, we also got something else to do before we start advancing through. All right, y'all know I said I got stuff to get done. Well, here we go. We getting stuff done right here, right now. And yeah, we're making a deal with the Formers Club. Yeah, y'all think y'all finna have my players like that? No. Hell to the no. I brought them in there, and I'm bringing them back with me. Like Dion said, I'm bringing my baggage, and it's Louis. Let's go. We got a deal in place here for Jared Brown. We're just saying goodbye to Eugenio Suarez. I didn't have him really anyway. But we need a left fielder anyway. So Jared Brown will be our new starting left fielder. We'll be calling him up here. So that'll be a deal that, love to have done. Wanted to make sure I saw kind of him through. Hated to have to give up some people that I didn't really want to, but it's all good. Hey, sometimes you got to work out some deals. But there's one more guy, and I think y'all know who I got to bring in here. And yeah, I'm bringing George Wilson as well. We're getting my people up in there. We're bringing my people back. These are the 2 biggest prospects I was most excited about. Like I said, Giants, y'all ain't finna y'all ain't gonna kick me out, and y'all gonna be able to keep some of my top players. There's some other guys sure I would like to be able to bring. Honestly, the farm system here for Seattle isn't crazy deep, so we're kind of having to get rid of some people that you hate to kind of see them go, but we don't really know anything about these guys. So, like I said, I'm bringing in my people. We got 2 deals done here with the Giants. You love to see it. You got to also get these guys under contract because we're going to have to tender contracts with them as well. But you know what? It doesn't matter because George Wilson, we already know he's going to end up playing as a starter for us. And Jared Brown. George Wilson, I'm not exactly sure exactly where we're going to go with him just yet, but we got 2 big deals done here with our former squad. Like I said, y'all weren't finna just have them. These 2 people were too big. George, I don't know. I can't recall. It's been a minute since I've done it. I think we might start him down in AAA. Yeah, he was in AA. We're going to start him down in AAA before he gets caught up. And then, for whatever reason, Jared's on the Class A roster. We're going to add him to the 40-man. But he'll be in AAA. He'll be in the majors. So, George, go ahead and get his promotion here. Be making his debut for us. Thought it was going to be in San Francisco. Instead, is actually going to be making a debut with the Seattle Mariners. Who would have thought that? One of the top prospects. He's already the best left fielder we have on the team. So, we love having that done. They kind of wanted Brent Rooker. I was able to work something else out. I thought Suarez was the better person to go ahead and get rid of. That's because I think Cam Smith could potentially be the guy for us at third base. And he's a guy that can play shortstop as well. He can also play the corner outfield. So maybe not with the speed. His fielding would allow him to get done. Maybe not with the speed, though. The speed's a little bit concerning, but to play the corner outfields, that is. Outside maybe left field. Left field, you could probably get away with it. But I think, not bad. We might have to consider a third base option here, maybe a little further down the line. Like I said, I still don't know what we need to do about Logan Gilbert. I don't know if he's supposed to be on here or not. We got more deals coming through. Teoscar Hernandez will remain in L.A., staying with the Dodgers. We do get an unfortunate update, but it actually kind of makes sense. Gilbert does decline the qualifying offer, although when you look at what Gilbert's asking for, he's like looking for over $30 million. We are getting a contract decision time, and it is Adley Rutschman. We're getting the phone call, which isn't the best thing. And Adley Rutschman has decided to decline, but it's not done yet. He hasn't went nowhere else, so that's fine. Bregman does end up going back to the Red Sox. Interesting. Felix Bautista is headed to Philadelphia. All right, then. All right, and back to the big board. We're actually going to throw Logan Gilbert on here, so I want to go ahead and get him on here. Considering the motivation to sign is low, we kind of really want to stick him there. And we're going to move him to priority 2 since Aubrey's motivation to sign is pretty well off right now. Adley Rutschman, we're just going to offer him the exact same deal we just gave him. 4 years, $17 million. Hopefully with the boosted in motivation, that ends up working out for us. Logan Gilbert, like I said, we still got to wait. And we're also actually going to go ahead and offer Ozzie Albies a deal here. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can lock him in here. 5 years, $16.3 million. Hopefully he signs on the dotted line. It's also the first offer out there to him. Hoping for good things here. All right, contract decision. Come on, show me the paperwork. Come on, flaunt the paperwork sign coming down here. We don't need to see a phone call. There goes a pen. Yes, sir. There goes the paperwork. Who's signing on the dotted line? It is Adley Rutschman. We have a new catcher. He ends up signing the same contract we sent the first time, but this time he is ready to come to Seattle. So, yes, sir. We'd love to see it. Adley Rutschman will take the big catcher, 91 overall. You'd love to see it. All right, contract decision. Here goes Ozzie Albies. Well, he also put pen to paper and signed on the dotted line for us. Yes, sir. We're getting the pen. Ozzie Albies is joining the Seattle Mariners. A sailor navigates ships, and I'm shipping off to Seattle. Yes, sir. Going from one coast to the other. Ryan Jeffers heads to the north side of Chicago. It'll be the new Cubs catcher. And now with our position player priorities done with Rutschman and Albies, all focus is going down to Logan Gilbert and bringing him back. But we do also have to have contingency plans. Looking through here to see what other starters are interesting. We got Justin Steele. We got McClanahan, Ober. There's some options here. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Mackenzie Gore is here as well. Wow. There's some big names down here, man. Sheesh. That might not even be bad. All right, yeah. We got to let's get some let's get this done, man. Come on. Because I want to get this done and us having the option to be able to what's some call it. Go after some of these other guys. I want to leave that at the 10% because that'll just give us a couple weeks and he can push up through and then we can start offering him a contract. Oh, my gosh. The Nationals have traded the generational talent in Maurice Voilot. Wow. For Martin Cruz and J.J. Weatherholt. Insane. Martin Cruz is the first-round pick from the Cardinals in the very first year. Wow, that is a huge deal. Maybe Maurice not living up to the expectations. He was the rookie of the year. I don't know what they were looking for, man. They only gave him 1 year to try and figure it out. But dang. Maybe they got something else in place. But how do you give up a generational talent just like that? You know, I'm still in shock that they ended up trading away Maurice. But here is the contingency plan. We are going to throw on Mackenzie Gore. We could use another lefty batter, too. And it's kind of like, damn, it kind of sucks not being able to have another thing to be able to select. But I also was realizing, well, we're going to get 9% here for Logan Gilbert. So that'll put us over the 50% threshold to be able to offer him a contract. So bring in Mackenzie Gore. Let's go ahead and start talks with him. Hopefully, you know, we can get some good feedback on what he's going to be looking for. It is draft lottery time for us. It does not matter. But, man, oh, man, do the Toronto Blue Jays ever get hoed. They went from the first pick all the way down to number 7. All the top 3 teams with the best odds completely fall. The Rockies have the number 1 pick yet again. We'll have the number 23 picks. You know, if you make the postseason, you don't qualify for the draft lottery. And it looks like no other changes, anything that was 18 through 8. But, wow. Blue Jays are screwed. All right, next time for free agency, Luis Garcia, we are okay on Mackenzie Gore. Yeah, we got a long way to go, but we are officially getting a foot in the door here with Logan Gilbert now. Thank you, Gilbert, for just giving us some time to get to this damn table, man. Sheesh. We're going to offer him what he's asking for. Hopefully this is the first contract. It is, so we're getting a 5% boost there, too. That's positive. All right, Logan, come on. Give me the pen. Sign on the dotted line, man. We don't want to go into extended contracts with you. There we go. Logan Gilbert is coming back, baby. Yes, sir. Welcome back, Logan. Thank you for sticking around. Locked him up 6 years, 33 per year. Absolutely huge contract. But thank you, Logan Gilbert, for signing on the dotted line. We got a Rule 5 draft. I'm just going to send it. There's nothing in that Rule 5 draft I'm probably even going to be interested in. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Tyler O'Neill. That's another guy I want to kind of get in here. I want to see if we can talk about him. He could be potentially our DH option as well. Wouldn't mind that at all. We're going to get a lefty. Mackenzie Gore is a lefty. Why is that not counting? We can get Tyler O'Neill a thing, but I don't know why Mackenzie Gore being a left-handed is a power pitcher. That's the only one that's going to count. All right, then. Well, that's perfectly fine. Get something. That puts him at 8%. So, all right, let's lock in changes. I think we are going to be in a pretty good spot if this is how free agency is going. It's been going well for us. We're spending a lot of money, but it's going well. Oh, boy, it's a now or never for Tyler O'Neill. His motivation to sign with us is 41%. Yikes. I don't like our odds, but I'm just going to – we'll go 20. How old is he? 32? Damn, this sucks. We'll go 2 years. We'll go 20 per year. We know he's not coming with us. I highly doubt he's being lowballed by the other teams by that much. And, yeah, we got denied. It's all good. Hey, it was a good offer. He looks like he wanted to stay. 3 years. Honestly, it wasn't even that much more. Honestly, you hate you don't know what the other teams kind of are offering, but you know, be like, hey, they're kind of leaning this way or, you know, whatnot. But it's all good. All good. It saves us a little bit of money then. All right, contract time here for Mackenzie Gore. Can we get him to the West Coast, leave the nation's capital, and come out to Washington? We got a pen and a contract, and Mackenzie Gore will be part of the rotation, a 4-year deal, $22.3 per year. Yes, sir. And I think you guys, that is gonna do it for us in free agency. We spent a lot of money. We did, but hopefully it ends up working out. We only really missed one target that we were going after, and that was Tyler O'Neill. Honestly, we just got in the ball game too late. I think we had a shot at getting him if I would have put him on early. But I honestly, I was like, well, he's sitting there, so maybe we have a shot at him. But I like the way we're looking. We got Logan Gilbert. We got George Kirby already. Brian Wu is here. Mackenzie Gore. Kay Povich. I mean, we got a hell of a starting 5. The bullpen is still pretty strong, especially with Andres Munoz on the back end. We got Rushman as our new catcher. Harry Ford, probably going to be our DH this year. Probably, we'll make sure he's getting some bats. We got Luke Raley. George Wilson's not going to be up just yet, but, we'll definitely take a look at him when in AAA. Make sure he's still, progressing properly. Ozzie Albies, a second base newcomer, able to bring in 19 home runs, 266 batting average over last year. Ryan Bliss will back him up. Then we got Cam Smith. I just promoted him to AAA. From AAA, so he'll be our starting third baseman. We do got Aaron Schunk, but honestly, 30-year-old, I'm not too worried. I'd rather give the young guy the opportunity. We got Bo Bichette as well, coming off of 18. We already kind of went over the stats. Cole Young, batting 278. And I hate Cole doesn't play third base. Maybe I'll look it up. I don't know if he does play any third base or not in real life. If he does, maybe we can also kind of throw him over here, maybe platoon him with Cam Smith, because I would like to have him out there, get some opportunities as well, especially, another lefty batter. Jared Brown will operate. We just made the deal for him in left field. So I got high expectations for Jared. Hopefully, maybe a rookie of the year type of guy. We'll see. Julio Rodriguez, man, in center. Brent Rooker will also be out there in right. I don't know if, hey, actually looks pretty damn solid. Contact, decent power. Not really versus the lefties, but not bad. Good fielder. Yeah, for a C potential, he looks pretty solid. But I think I like where we are at, you guys. We're not offering any more contracts. We're done. We spent our fair share of money, and I think we are good to go. We'll get through some of these dates, and that'll lead us into spring training. And Justin Steele looks like the big final domino to fall. Ends up headed to the Big Apple. He's headed to Queens. He'll be a New York Met. And now with the spring training time, and you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of botched it. I was excited to get to see what we're gonna be like in the regular season. I went ahead and I simmed through the entire spring training without even looking at the stats to see how some of the guys were performing. And I kind of kicking myself. I'm like, damn, I probably should have looked at that, especially somebody like Jared Brown, because I would have loved to know how he was doing. But the team did pretty well. 17-11 ended up being the record, and it's actually the best record in the entire spring training, or at least this side of it. The Cubs were, quote unquote, not any games back, but I don't know. I don't know how they only played 24 and we played 28, but that's how some of these other teams have only played a few. Maybe they still had more games to play. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of hate I didn't go through the final stats of everything, but honestly, I think the team is going to do well. I think we're going to perform well. We're going to be starting off with the Detroit Tigers in Detroit, followed by the Reds. The home opener will be versus the Kansas City Royals. And y'all see, I was looking for them, and yeah, I found them. May 12th is Revenge Day. May 12th through the 14th. It's Revenge Series. And then a little bit later in the year, August 7th through the 8th, we'll be home. August 7th through the 9th, we'll be home to kick their asses as well. We're looking to kick their ass. We're looking to kill the Giants in every single game. We ain't looking for just a sweep. Nah, I'm looking to embarrass them. They kicked me out. They fired me. We coming for revenge, and we coming in hot. Let's go, y'all, man. This is Mariners franchise. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Comment down below if you're excited for it. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out till next time, everybody. As always, y'all stay safe out there. God bless and peace. Close it out, Future. I'm gone.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.